Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to have a lesson on comparing numbers. Now, you may be wondering why on earth I'm going to ask you to compare two little numbers like 56 and 78. Well, we're going to start back with what you know, and you know two-digit numbers. So if I asked you, would you rather have $56 or $78? What would you tell me? Which one's bigger? How do you know it's bigger? Let's go back and think why this is in place value. We use place value to help us figure out how big or small a number is. So in these two numbers, when I look at them, I'm looking at the very first digit of both numbers. 56 has 5 tens. 78 has 7 tens. If I just focus on my 5 and my 7, I can think about that pretty easily. 5 is less than 7. And so we would make our symbol going this way. Let me erase that, and I'll switch colors so you can see it here. 5 is less than 7. Now, if you did alligator mouths or anything like that when you were in lower grades, we're going to tell you here at Northside, we don't do that. We use the correct symbol of less than, greater than, and equal to. So just keep that in mind. Now, if you want to think in your head about an alligator eating the bigger number, you go right ahead. If that helps you know which way you're supposed to make the symbol, that's great. You can think it. You can think it inside your head, but we don't want to say that or draw that on our paper. Some other people may have learned that you put one dot by the smaller number and 2 dots by the bigger number, and then you connect the dots. And I'm okay with that if that's what you learned, if that helps you remember as well. Okay? Well, if you can do 56 and 78, let's take a look at, hopefully my computer will cooperate. Another problem here. It's going a little slow. There it goes. There it is. Let's take a look at this problem. Let's see here. I'm going to keep it in my pink. I've got two numbers. Now they've gotten a lot bigger. Oh, they have our comma. Yay, that means I can label my comma. And I can just look here in front of the comma. I have a 15 and a 15. Well, they're the same. So I'm just going to cross them out. I don't even care. Now I can look at the next numbers. I have a 7 and a 7. Ooh, they're the same. Cross them out. I have an 8 and a 6. Ooh, they're different. That means I can use my brain and think about 8 and 6. 8 is smaller than 6. 8 is bigger than 6. 8 is equal to 6. Which of those is right? Think in your head for a minute. 8 is than 6. I bet you got it right. I bet you said that 8 is bigger than 6. It's greater than. And so our symbol opens toward our 8. Now you see what I'm doing on the screen by underlining and crossing out numbers. I hope that you're doing that on your paper. If you haven't been doing that, I want you to stop the video, go back to the beginning of the video, and in your math journal or on a piece of paper, I want you to take these notes so that you can remember how to compare numbers. Okay, that's what we do. We have to take notes when we're watching a video, not just sit there and listen. You're going to have to pause and think and those kind of things, okay? Let's look at another example. Okay, I'll give it just a second. My computer is a little slow. I'm so sorry. All right, so now we have these two very big numbers. And here's our first instance where we get to use not just our T for thousands, but our M for millions. T for thousands, M for millions. Now, again, commas help us focus. So in front of the comma, we have a 6. They're the same. Cross them out. Don't care. Now we have 543 and 534. That's all I'm looking at. So 5 is the same as 5. Cross it out. Cross it out. 4 and 3. Ooh, those are different. 4 and 3. 4 is greater than 3, less than 3, or equal to 3. I bet you said that 4 is greater than 3, and you're right. 4 is greater than 3. That's the right answer. I'm going to take my eraser, and I'm going to erase the blue part. I'll put it back in just a second. If you've gotten behind, remember to pause the video. But I want to look at these two numbers because kids would like to tell me that they're equal because they only look at the beginning and then they look at the end 3 numbers and they think they're the same. And look, in the middle, they're very close, aren't they? They're so close. They're so much the same. So let me go through it again. I look at the 6 in the millions. And since they're both 6s, I cross them out. Then I look at the thousands period. It starts with a 5 and a 5, so I can cross out my 5s. Then I've got a 4 and a 3. 4 is bigger than 3. Okay, and so 6,543,210 is greater than 6,534,210. Okay? All right. See, y'all are geniuses. Y'all have got this. And if you don't have it yet, don't worry. You can watch the video again and try some practice problems. Write down good questions if you need to. We're going to get there. It's super easy. Let's look at another example. All right, in this example, we're going to compare 5,312 to 5,361. Again, I'm going to label my comma with a T for thousands, and I'm going to look in front of that, and they're both 5s. So I can cross them out, okay, and go on like I did over here on the other side of the screen. Another way to do it is what you see right here is you can rewrite your numbers stacked on top of each other. And so you can see here that the 5 and the 5 are the same, so I cross them out. And then the 3 and the 3 are the same, so I can cross them out. And then look at what I'm left with, 12 and 61. Well, 12, 61, 12 is less than 61. So again, if you're using your little dot method, 12 is smaller, so 1 dot and 2 dots there. So less than, or you could just draw the less than symbol if that's what you're comfortable with, okay? And so you absolutely can compare numbers. It's as simple as that. You can just break them down to very small chunks using your commas and all that kind of good stuff, okay? You've got this. Go off and practice, and I'll see you again for your next lesson.